We did. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and for episode 142, we're talking The Whale. The Whale was directed by Darren Aronofsky, written by Samuel D. Hunter, based on The Whale by Samuel D. Hunter, which is a stage play. Cinematography by Matthew Libatique. Edited by Andrew Weisblum. Music by Rob Simonson. I don't know why that fucking feels weird on my mouth. Production company is Protozoa Pictures and distributed by A24 with release dates of September 4th, 2022 in Venice and December 9th, 2022 in the wider United States. The Whale has a runtime of 117 minutes and a budget of $3 million. And as of March 19th, 2023, it has brought in $34.9 million in the worldwide box office. The Whale is currently sitting with a 65% on the tomato meter with 328 reviews and a 91% audience score with 1,000 plus verified ratings. Metacritic is telling me that the Metascore is 60 with 57 critic reviews and a user score of 7.5 with 131 ratings. But the only people who matter opinion-wise is us, and you're getting 10 minutes, hopefully starting now. Yeah, the script worked. All right, say some stuff.
So I think this movie is good. And I think the performances are very strong, and I think he deserves his nomination and his win.
Have you watched the other two though? The After Sun and what's the other one?
After Sun I haven't seen, but I heard that guy is also fantastic. And I don't know the other one, but there's no way their raw emotion is better than his. Mm-hmm. I honestly thought he was going to die.
So I felt like watching it. So the supporting cast is a lot of people I know. I mean, I know Brendan Fraser as well, but
FRASER.
Everyone.
Let's say his name right. FRASER.
Oh, not Fraser?
No, it's FRASER. He was on a late night show. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know. Well, most people don't. Most people.
I mispronounced it, but I felt like I lost the actor in the role. Some of the other roles, I felt like I knew. I was like, oh, I'm thinking of Walking Dead. I'm thinking of Stranger Things. With him though, it's like I wasn't thinking The Mummy. I wasn't thinking of Journey to the Center of the Earth. I was like, oh man, this man is this character.
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
But those movies are older, right? Say if he came out with a movie 2 years ago, he'd be more fresh in your head.
Bro, he was just in Batgirl.
I just saw him, but I just saw him in Doom Patrol. I know it's mostly voice and stuff like that, but I didn't even kind of think of Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
And that has 3 active seasons, and they flash back to him being his regular body all the time.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's definitely because of the prosthetics.
It helps for sure, but his face doesn't to me. His face doesn't change enough where I don't know who it is. This ain't no Penguin situation, all right?
No, it's definitely not the Penguin for sure. I think the performances are better than good. I think they're great. I think everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and they come in and execute it flawlessly. Because I hate everybody. Everybody gives me a reason to fucking hate them, and it's so good. And watching this, I was like, dude, why does it feel like I'm watching a fucking stage play? And when it comes up at the end, based on the stage play by the writer, I was like, damn, this is awesome. I love this shit. They nailed it. I think everybody's parts are fantastic. They all act it perfectly. The writing, I think, is really, really well done. I think all of it is super natural dialogue that you would actually hear in these situations. Or even just down to the face acting. Because, you could say words but not show it on your face. I think everybody feels like they're hurting at every point that they're being hurt, When we're seeing, oh my God, what's her name?
Liz?
Hong Chow. Yeah, her name is Liz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we're seeing her going through some serious emotions, I'm like, oh my God, this hurts.
Yeah, she was a standout for me. Yeah.
What else has she been in?
She just did The Menu this year. She's the right-hand woman.
Yeah! Oh, dude, yeah, she's been knocking it out of the fucking park all over the place, dude. But it's Darren Aronofsky. This dude makes the shit out of a movie, man. Was he nominated for Best Director?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's criminal.
I'm thinking I mean, this is another A24 joint, right? Maybe, what if they could only submit one, and they just went with everything everywhere?
No, they probably wanted to make it so that there was less competition for sure. But like, it was everything everywhere all at once. They never had competition. Nobody could even hold a candle.
But like, I don't think that's the case. Like, this movie isn't as like, I mean, it's not as reviewed as high by like the critics scene. So like, I can see that. I'm thinking like,
it's kind of wild.
Yeah. So like, and with everything everywhere all at once, like just killing, it's like, why even like, and there's really no point because like they weren't gonna win, and like I don't think they got nominated for anything else. Like, and at this point,
makeup, right, is what they got nominated for.
I could see that, yeah. But like adapted screenplay, like I don't know if they got nominated for that one, but they could have, like, because I think that
best actor, best supporting actress, and best makeup and hairstyling, and it won for actor and makeup and hairstyling.
So now after watching this, Jamie Lee Curtis is my fourth favorite to win that award.
Bro, get her fucking ass out of here, bro. It was honestly between this and Everything Everywhere because these two actresses were just far and away better than anything else we saw this year. Her acting in this is incredible. It's crazy.
It kind of peeves me that this wasn't nominated for Best Picture, though. I'll be honest. I'm with Joey. I thought this movie was great. I thought all the characters were, like I said, super believable. Hung Chao especially, she was a standout for me.
Dude, or even Sadie Sink. What a complete day and night compared to her character in Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. I wanted to strangle her ass. Yeah. I wanted to fucking kill her. I hated her so much.
I can see the like, and I haven't read like the critics like things or whatever. Like, I don't know if they're
saying it's exploitive.
Like
exploitative?
That's
how?
Weird.
How?
But like, I don't think it's like. I mean,
cool.
What are you getting out of it though? Like, but I don't think it is cool. Like, you see everyone around him like, oh, cruel.
Yeah, they're saying the play was based on like his experience, and then this is just like
my man got credit. He got a writing credit on the fucking movie. What do you mean? Exploitative to who? He's exploitating himself.
I mean, well, we got shows like My 600-Pound Sisters or whatever.
No,
like,
My 600-Pound Life. 1,000-pound sisters.
Put
some respect on their names.
But you get what I'm saying though. Like if we can have shows like that, but like the only tonal, like there's some weird stuff that happens in this movie.
Non-spoilery things that we can talk about.
No.
Oh,
but I mean it's spoilery. But like that's.
So you're talking about the very end?
No. Like
I'm super interested.
I think I put together what that was, but
I would hope so. It was obvious as shit.
But like the thing is, it's just like overall, I think the acting is very good, and I think when it has a movie that's set in one central location, like the actors have to kill it, like because if not, the movie kind of sucks.
I love a good bottom movie. That shit, it's so good.
And some of the characters are really complex, like especially the daughter, like Sadie Sink, and then even too, like the dynamic of the relationships is like it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
I even think that Samantha Morton, which I know from The Walking Dead, I think even she is like the perfect character, like the perfect actress for this character.
Absolutely, you're talking about
believable,
his wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe
that's real life. Yeah.
Like
go ahead.
Their interactions feel like true to life, like, and a lot of it does.
Oh man, especially the second half, bro. Oh man, I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler to say this is one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. I think this goes toe to toe for me with Blue Bayou almost.
To me, Blue Bayou's still sadder, but like this movie,
no way, dude. The ending of this movie felt like someone stabbed me in the heart. I mean, I cried at the end of this movie. Yeah. I was brought to tears.
I was on the verge.
This is beautiful. The ending of this movie was amazing.
Yeah. Like obviously I love both movies, but like the difference between Blue Bayou has a lot of like highs. Like this movie, like it was more gut wrenching.
There's no point of levity here. None. Yeah. So it's hard. Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah, 100%. Like no, Darren Aronofsky was like, no. You think there's gonna be happiness in this movie?
Like his character is still like a it's a good character to be like, oh, hey, I'm still trying to see the light. But because everything around him
optimistic.
It's like I don't believe it though. So it's like I'm like, man, I can't feel happy for like his perspective because I don't think he's truly happy. I think he just like.
Well, no, he hasn't been happy ever since I hope this isn't a spoiler. I hope it's not spoiling anything. He hasn't been happy since his partner died.
Yeah.
His boyfriend died,
I
and he's
think
been
that probably
depressed
is a
ever
spoiler.
since. No, it's in the synopsis, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, synopses
okay.
are just spoilers.
Yeah. But if isn't it in the trailer?
I never watched the trailer for this.
Based on our watch time, no one gets to this last minute anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, this is leading into spoilers, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't think it's a spoiler. I mean, I thought I heard someone talk about it, but who goes into this blind? What fucking sick fucks are going into the whale blind other than us?
But like, you knew something tragic had to happen to him. Like, you don't know what it was.
I'll believe it if I can. I don't care. But yeah, that tragedy hit him, and he hasn't been. But like. That mental attitude is the only thing that pulled him this far, you know? Like, it's the only thing that kept him going this far. And, of course, other things that we find out later in the movie. But I love a sad movie. I love a movie that makes me feel like shit.
This movie did what it was supposed to.
I didn't think it was super sad. I thought it was just like, No, like it was sad, but
you could talk to me whenever you needed, Eric.
I didn't feel sad about it. I was just like, man, this is a tragic character.
Yeah. Eric might be fat phobic,
which I guess is the same thing as sad. I don't know. I felt bad for him, but like I wasn't like crying my eyes out because he was fat. I was crying my eyes out because of his situation.
Okay, we're gonna get more into that in the spoiler-free section. Now that Eric has said as many problematic things about fat people as he can, on the count of 3, we're gonna give a thumbs up or a thumbs down for The Whale. 1, 2, 3. 3 thumbs up for The Whale, ladies and gentlemen. And what you can do is go ahead and give us 1 pointer finger down onto the subscribe button, and then use a pinky finger to hit down on the notification bell, and make sure that's set to always. And then actually you could take the pointer finger and the middle finger and hit that subscribe button.
I'm not doing that.
And you can then take that pointer finger and middle finger and click the button in the top right hand corner to find out our spoiler full thoughts on The Whale. So we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay. That was 12 minutes. So we got like 18 minutes of spoilers before James's internet goes out.
So real quick though, I understand what Eric's saying, but I also think it depends on like we have been shown more. I think in media like compares to this like value like the situation. And I feel like because we are more aware of this, like it's you're almost like desensitized to a certain extent.
James.
Like seeing morbidly obese
in
people.
America and like and stuff like that. Like you see it all the time in media talking about overweight people and talking about like depression and all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's not as like blue value a little more unique because I wasn't very familiar with like those situations. So,
I was way more prepared to see this fat guy going through the shits than I was to see that poor Korean man going through the shits. Okay. Yeah.
But it's not to say that like his journey. I'm not like shitting on the movie.
No,
saying, oh, it's not.
I enjoy the movie, but then realize that it's like it's not like you don't have to cry about it when you feel the emotion of his character.
Yeah. But I also don't think the fat part plays into it, other than an ends to the a means to the ends that is his death. We're in spoilers, so I'm comfortable saying that. But like, if that's the only reason he's fat is because he has to die, you know?
I mean, I think it would hit equally if he had cancer or something.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Or AIDS. AIDS was the other likely thing.
I'm glad they didn't do that, but yeah.
Dude, AIDS would have been hella played out. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Sucks for all my homies out there with AIDS. AIDS is a little fucking.
I thought they were gonna say that about the boyfriend for a second.
I also thought.
I also thought that.
But when she said the church killed him.
Yeah.
I thought the church actually killed him. I thought it was a hit put out.
I also thought that too.
It's still up for debate.
Yeah, who's to say he jumped? Somebody could have pushed him.
But like real quick, it's just like one of those things where the people react to him. It's not because of his weight. Like
there's one
the
time.
daughter.
There's one time that somebody reacts to his weight.
But like a lot of situations are like, so the ex-wife and the daughter, it's because the leaving thing,
right?
And then and then you have the boyfriend's sister, which I thought was interesting when you find that out.
Liz.
Wait, you didn't automatically assume that?
No, I just assumed they were friends. I didn't assume that was the partner's
I didn't
sister.
assume either.
I assumed that it was his partner's sister.
I thought it was, this nice nurse wants to help out this man.
I mean, dude could have friends. I assume it was literally his friend.
No, dude, he's a shut-in. There's no way he's got friends. His friend was Dan the pizza guy.
But like also too, we don't see enough of him before like we're just thrown into the movie.
No,
like we don't know how because yes, it's easy to say like, oh, he's just a shut-in from what we're shown. But also I looked at it like maybe he was a little more outgoing because he is a good speaker and everything like that. It's just once he lost the love of his life, he just became super depressed and tried to eat himself to death because he did it through the movie the whole time too.
Well, yeah. That's the shut-in part. Clearly, he wasn't like that when he met the love of his life.
That's the thing. I thought they met prior to him becoming obese. I didn't think like.
I also thought the same.
Yeah, so I just thought they were friends. And then you find out it's his sister. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense why she is as caring. Because
I think she was too loving at the very beginning when they sat down to watch TV. Like, too physically affectionate with him to be just a friend.
I also thought she had issues herself. I just didn't know what they were.
Bro,
so I was
you think she's got issues? Homie has a lot of fucking issues, yeah.
I mean, she was raised by cult
leaders, yeah.
But, like, also, too, like as much as she does for him, she hurts him because she enables him so much.
Dude, grab that whole bucket of chicken, bro.
I didn't know how to. Honestly, I still don't know how to feel about that situation.
But yeah, so I love that you're saying that, Eric, because at that point she knows he's dying. She knows he's dead. Yeah. So we could assume that she's been enabling this whole behavior this whole time, but like. If I was dying, I would totally expect someone to grab me the bucket of chicken. That's my only happiness anymore is that chicken.
But like the thing too is like it's because she's been around him for so long and since the situation, it's easy to be like it's one of those things because like we're not giving too much background information. Because even throughout the whole movie, when people ask for background information, he doesn't tell us. So there's a lot of assuming we're doing on our part. Like because he doesn't
open. When does he shut someone down when they ask?
So a lot of it's about the boyfriend relationship. So like his daughter doesn't really say anything about it. You know, he just meets the what is he called? Missionary.
Yeah. His name is Thomas, right?
Yeah. Like so he doesn't tell them too much. Like he doesn't tell him too much. But
they don't ask. He's just not giving information willingly. But every time she asks about something, he answers. Like, I think the one time he goes like, why are you asking me this? And then she goes, if you're going to interrogate me, I'm going to interrogate you. Mm-hmm. And then he just says, I left because I love that dude or whatever. Or he starts talking, what does he start talking about? He starts talking about like how they met and how they waited to get together and stuff like that. So he does give information.
I feel like he deflects a lot though. I feel like he gives enough to like be like, okay, I said something, but then I don't feel like he fully like so like the relationship we like piece together throughout the whole movie, but some of it is even from like other parties. Like I feel like I learn more from the sister than I do his perspective about the boyfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, she does tell the whole story of him dying. So.
Yeah. But like, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I think based on the way that he interacts with people and his mentality at this point in the movie, I don't think he's doing it as a way of deflecting. I think it's more of I care about you. I don't care about me. I don't want to talk about me because I don't matter. You matter in this situation. Yeah. And like he, I don't think he's doing it because he's afraid to talk about it. I think he's just like, no, I want to hear about you, especially because when he does that, what you're saying, it's to this new kid that he met and his daughter who he hasn't seen in 9 years. Like, he doesn't want to fucking talk about himself, bro. I haven't seen you in 9 years. I need to just hear you talk to me.
But like, too, I think like, well, we know he knows he's dying. and like especially when he like is like on the laptop, like looking at his blood pressure,
being his blood pressure.
Yeah, but I could also see it being as if not like, I guess technically not deflecting, but being like, hey, I'm trying to cherish the last moments I have. Let's not talk about the sad stuff, the negative stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff, because like a lot of it, he's just like, even with his daughter, he's like, no, I'm just trying to see the good. Like he's aware of the bad stuff she does. He's not oblivious, but it's just like. And because it's a big thing, because he has a big line where he's like, I need to know that I like have something good, like I did something good in this life, like, so he's trying to end on such a high note with her because he's like, I'm dying, let's just keep it up,
right? But I don't think that's like I'm being cagey, not talking about anything, I think it is just more of a I don't want to talk about sad shit. Why the fuck would I want to do that?
He like, even I don't think he ever fully talked the situation through, like with his partner once, until he finally did it with his daughter, I think.
Yeah, that
he wasn't ready to open up about it.
Yeah. But shit, dying will make you do crazy shit. It'll make you really fucking open up, man. So I think the ending of this movie is incredible. Like, it is. I was speechless for the last 15 minutes of this movie.
I didn't know how to act the whole end of the movie.
I mean, everything from... So, who did you guys think wrote that essay at the beginning?
The boyfriend.
I also thought it was the boyfriend. Yeah. And I thought he was
I thought it was just some random student that he just really liked it.
Yeah, but the random student that he really liked their work, he ended up going to Bone Town with, So when he wanted to hear it for the last time, I was like, oh, wow, he wants to hear the love of his life's fucking essay for the last time.
And when I didn't even...
Go ahead.
They like tell you the whole time, they hint at it. He tells her, you're a great writer, but we never see her write anything. Like, so we should probably have started putting it together sooner. But I don't put it together till they like tell you.
The minute she starts reading it and she says, how did you get this? That was the first time I even thought for a second it was hers.
Same.
And I was like, oh fuck, he don't even care about the boyfriend, he care about her.
Because
you should have known the whole time with the chicken scratch writing.
Shit, right?
Like that's the last of his love. Like, because his partner's gone. He doesn't love his ex-wife. Like,
no, he does. No, whoa. I think that's a huge assumption you're making. He absolutely
has love for her.
Yeah,
sure.
That's loving someone, though. To have love for someone is to love them.
That's almost like a friend love, though. It's not the same that love he has for his daughter.
But it's still love. I don't think you should discount. I don't think you should ever discount any type of love. To say
I think in this situation we discount his love for her.
No way, bro! You're crazy. You're crazy.
I don't think so. He's not that type of character. He's super optimistic. I think he still loves his daughter's mom.
He would have his ex-wife.
I'm assuming they were married.
No, they were married. They were.
Yeah.
But like, he would have given her. He did give her anything. He would ask her all the time, "What do you need? What can I give you?" That's love. I don't think
he'll give anybody everything, though.
But it's because he loves everything so much. I think his issue is how hard he feels, right? And how he just puts his whole fucking body into everything. Like, and that's what ultimately is his downfall, right? Is he loved this thing so much and it was taken away from him prematurely. And so he had to put that love somewhere and he put it into the bottom of a fucking jelly jar with a piece of pizza underneath it.
And you can't tell no one how to feel after like they have lost or whatever. But it's very interesting to be like, he loved his daughter so hard. Like, I understand he was trying to like stay out of the way, but like, if he could have put his love into her these past 8 years, like, he would have been so much better off.
But he couldn't. The mother wouldn't let him.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic because like he says that over and over, and then she's like in the last few years, yes, but early on I would have. But then she tells him like, You forgot us for like those moments when he was deep in love, though. Like, he forgot about them. But
that would happen to like that, and clearly that is that woman feeling instead of thinking, because what was stopping her from going out and finding love again? Like nothing, you know, the hate for this man is what stopped her.
Yeah.
And
well, she became an alcoholic. I wonder if she was an alcoholic beforehand, though. Like,
maybe.
No, I wouldn't say beforehand. I don't think so. I think we're seeing two different types of coping mechanisms with grief. He eats himself to death, and then I think we're supposed to assume that she's just going to end up drinking herself to death.
Yeah.
Because addicts tend to, like, flock together because they're enablers at that point, you know? So, like, it would make sense that clearly they both have addictive personalities. Like, you don't just out of the blue one day become an alcoholic. Like, that shit is deep down in your DNA.
Yeah. And, like, he probably, like, yes, he got super heavy, like, after the boyfriend dies, but he was always heavy. And then it's like, I'm sure he indulged. And he liked to cook and was a great cook. So, you know, he did it all the time. Yeah. He just was probably way more active.
Right.
But then I can see him being like, you know, oh, this thing I love, I indulge in. And if she likes to have a few drinks, a few bottles of wine, like, I don't see him being like, hey, no. Like, so, but I think just when everything broke up and then all things happened, I think it's just spiraled. Like, she might have, like, had drinks casually. And then once he left, then it just, like, broke the camel's back.
That's what I figured happened. Because she never told him anything after he left. So there's no way he could have ever known what was happening.
Yeah, I mean, he could have tried harder. Like, she could have tried harder.
I don't know. He's giving them everything they need. He's giving them more than what the court orders. He's asking about his daughter all the time. If that woman, she got full custody and she fought him on it. He said, you fought me tooth and nail. That doesn't mean you took her from me. You know, like, those two things, in especially with a movie like this, the words are super important. I don't think any of the words in this movie are used flippantly. So when he says you fought me hard on it, that means he fought for that little girl. He just lost that fight.
But I think because some of the words she says, when she specifically says like oh, in those first moments, like, you know, you forgot about us or whatever, I think, let's say, like, the first 2 years, like, no matter what he did, it wouldn't have made a difference. Like, those first couple years. Yeah. But then at some point, like, and then how long has he been dead, the boyfriend? Did we ever find out? Or
I'll look it up, but no, I don't think we did.
Because, like, it's just very interesting, the timetable. Because, like, it could have been the point where by then, it just, like, he was madly in love, and then he ends up dying, and then he just kind of spiraled afterwards. He didn't have a time to be kind of like, okay, I'm happy with my partner, but you know what? I should try to fix his relationship with my daughter. It could have been like, oh, I had this relationship, and then he died, and then, well, I guess, what is it, 8 years? Like, he hadn't seen her since she was 8?
She's 17, so it's been 9 years.
9 years.
And she was 8 when he left, so it's been 9 years.
Yeah.
And it's the year of our Lord 2016, because in the background of the news, what you're hearing is the Republican primaries. So that means that it had to have been 2016.
Like, yeah, I think there's at least a couple years in there where he should have tried a little harder. Like,
but we don't know how hard he tried. I think you're assuming he didn't try hard, which I think is a bad assumption.
But my thing is, like, and I understand why you would kind of like, hey, just throw in the towel or whatever. But I guess it depends on the person, because, like,
but he says he didn't throw in the towel.
My thing is, if I'm in this situation, though, we're constantly doing this battle, and I have more money. Like, he has more money in this situation. I'm fighting.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
because I just personally, it's a personal belief.
Not knowing the timeline is the thing that's the killer part.
Yeah.
Because we just, like, don't know when he died, and I can't seem to fucking find it.
Because once he goes into depression, it is what it is. Like, there's no point in that time when he was doing the downward spiral that he was ever going to think about anything else. Because he's trying to kill himself the whole time. He's not thinking about his daughter. Like,
but even then, he was thinking about his daughter, because he was still asking about her.
He was taking care of her and stuff.
Just not to the fullest extent.
For sure, yeah. But he was never going to take that extra step to get in her life. He was just like, I hear she's good. That's good enough for me. Like, and he took everything at face value. As much.
You told me she was fine. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. But I do believe if she gave him any hint that, oh, like, I'm struggling or I need help, he would have helped.
It would have saved his life.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have turned it all around, because he would have said, these two people who I love need me. I need to help them.
I think it would have definitely shifted his life, because I think he pushes past what's going on, and then he redirects those emotions in a more positive way.
Right. I mean, yeah, the dude's got fucking tenacity out of his ass. He is a fighter when he has the strength for it. It's just most of the time he ain't got the strength for it.
Yeah.
He's too busy eating 2 extra large pizzas every single day of his fucking life.
I mean, I just blame, the American healthcare system.
100% yes. Because if that man could have gotten free healthcare, he'd been fucking fine. But no, he said, no, I need to take my healthcare money and put it in a bank account for my daughter. How fucked up is that? Oh,
I feel like an online teacher, but I guess too, though, he's probably more like freelance because he slept with one of his students. Like, I'm assuming that's why he doesn't have school benefits.
No, he's just probably not tenured. Because he's
it's an online community college, probably.
Yeah, they probably.
How many benefits can he get from that type of schooling?
I don't think very many. That's like Phoenix. This is like the online Arizona Phoenix fucking shit.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know enough about teacher benefits, but I feel like he gets something.
And if he only taught one class,
and that's what it seemed like. Yeah. But he says as much, right? I don't do anything but eat and sit at home. Yeah. I don't need a lot of money. You gotta pay your rent. You gotta buy some pornos, and that's it.
And that shit compounds after a while. Yeah. So,
in 9 years, he saved up over $100,000.
Yeah, that's what I figured happened because they were living life. Well, not even 9. Let's assume he died 2 years into the relationship, 3 years. True. So 6 years, he saved $120,000. That's not bad for teaching one class at a community college.
Yeah, I'm thinking he died at the peak of their love.
He could have got some health care, but I understand what he was saying.
Nah, when old boy died, he's like, fuck it. No health care for me, baby. The only health care I need is this grape jelly.
Right. Well, that's like another thing we don't know. We don't know at what point he started saving. Right. Because we don't even find out the full extent of their conversations until the very end when she's just like, hey, I told you when she's 18. Like, what are you doing? Like, which is crazy. Like, so also too, I'm like, oh, that's something he's not telling us as like the perspective of the movie. So he's also leaving some stuff out.
Well, but we're not omnipotent, right? And we're only seeing because the ending of the movie, Alex didn't feel nearly as hard as I did because I was emotional at the end of that movie. I was really fucking McFeeling it. And she looked at me and she like smirked like Eric just did right there. The breathe through the nose laugh, she did that at me. Because she's like, it wasn't that sad. I was like, what the fuck do you mean it wasn't that sad? She's like, I don't know. It just felt real corny. It didn't feel that sad to me. I was like, it felt corny?
Bro, I didn't think it felt corny at all.
Me either.
The fact that he mustered enough strength to finally, get up and go towards his daughter. Dude, he probably hasn't stood up in years.
Dude, in my head, I was like, no, dude, he got up, he collapsed, his heart fell. Like, he doesn't even get up. He's like dead.
No, he got up. That was the last synapses firing in his brain. He had so much DMT throwing.
Yeah, when those feet are going up, he's dead.
Oh yeah. The minute the feet go up, he's dead.
Yeah.
But even the light coming in through the door was so bright that I was
like, that was so perfect.
He's dying right now though. Like this is dying actively.
They set the mood up well though because Monday through Thursday it's raining.
It's shitty outside, bro. It's so nasty outside.
I thought they were in Seattle with how much it was raining.
Yeah, when they dropped the Idaho or whatever the fuck, I was like, what? All right.
So do you guys think like Sadie Sink is like a sociopath or like?
No. I don't think so. I think she just suffered from a traumatic upbringing. She suffered from a dad who left her and she felt abandoned, and then an alcoholic, druggy mother because her mother was also a drug addict. So like, no, she's just acting out. Yeah, bro, she got fucking Ambien from her. She stole Ambien from her mom.
Yeah, you're right.
She is 100% an alcoholic and a druggie.
I forgot about that.
I mean, she abuses prescription drugs for sure.
That makes her a druggie. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking like you were thinking she was like on heroin or something.
No. Look, just because it's a designer drug doesn't make it a drug. Still a druggie. Yeah. She just gets to keep all of her teeth because she's not smoking crack.
Yeah, but like my issues with Sadie Sink's character is, and that's when I think about the movie where I'm like, it almost gives you horror vibes in elements of this movie, and I'm like. And I wonder if that threw people off because I'm like, this movie could be a horror movie almost. Like, there's so many. Dude, Sadie Sink is almost a serial killer, dude. I like
almost. It's close.
And you see like her Facebook and stuff. I'm like, is she the one that hurt those animals, or is she just posting these dead animals?
No,
like, and then and it's like, did she kill the bird? Like, there's a few things going on.
The dead dog or whatever that girl showed him. Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think she's a psychopath or sociopath. I just think she's troubled, man. She needs someone to fucking talk to, because you even see it at the very end, right? When she's reading it and she's like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why'd you do that?" And then he said, "You need to read it." And she read it all the way through, and she's crying sad tears, of course, because she knows her dad is dying. But like, those are happy tears in there because she feels seen. I mean, because the whole essay is she's describing her feelings through the book, right?
Yeah.
So the book is just a metaphor for how she's feeling actively. And so when he's reciting it to her and he memorized it and then he wrote whatever he wrote at the end of her paper, she's like, holy fuck, finally someone sees me and understands me. Like, finally I
think that was all her, ain't it? I didn't think he wrote anything.
No, I think he did write something at the end, because he said, make sure you read until the end. Like, he told her you have to read it all.
I think her biggest issue, though, is that she's actually a genius.
Yes.
And then she's understimulated the whole time, and that's what's giving her like these like serial killer tendencies, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, because like there's a thin line between genius and like psychopath.
Yeah.
So and because she wasn't nurtured properly, she doesn't know how to react, and because she's a genius, she struggles in like social situations. Yeah. So like there's this issue about her where she's like, and that's why I think I was like, I don't know how to feel about her character, because the dad the whole time is being like, oh no, she's doing it for good. She's doing it for good. Yeah. And the mom's like, no, she's doing it because she's evil.
Yeah.
Like, but also too, like, if he would have kept her, like, because his perspective is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see that because she even says it. It's like, the wife says like, oh no, I'm like the negative side, you're the positive side. So like, she was only seeing one side. Like, if they would have stayed together, she would have been more mellow. But like,
not even stayed together. If that fucking bitch would have just let the daughter go see him, it'd have been all right.
I mean, if they would have properly co-parented, she would have thrived, and he would have realized, because he realized how smart she is. But when they're hearing, but when they're hearing it, it's like being like, yeah, dad, you think I'm smart.
But also the mom is just going, not typical, I wasn't like that. The mom is also just being like,
typical,
she's just being a smart ass. She's just being a bitch. And it's like, no, bitch, you're being a bitch. Fucking cool it.
Yeah. Like, at this point, like, because I don't think she did that thing for him for a good reason, like the missionary.
I don't think so either.
There was a good effect. Like, the outcome was good.
But I even think that I think is a breadcrumb to show us that her mindset might shift, right? Because this is a thing that she did out of spite and out of malice. She attacked him, basically, and it ended up turning out good for him. He's going back to his loving family or whatever. And I think this might be, this is a turning point. She could either take this thing with her dad happening and either full tilt, go into psychopath crazy bitch, or be more like him and move towards the more optimistic viewpoint.
Yeah. So before he dies, I'm like, oh, is she like actually saving people now, like, in a sense? Because
Superman.
He sees the picture of himself, and I was like, oh, I hope this is the moment. I hope this is the moment where he's like, I'm gonna get help. But like, he's just too far gone at this point.
I don't even think he could have gotten help though, right? He would have died on the operating table, bro. His heart that ticker was bad.
But they could have given him like blood pressure medication. They could have given him IVs to like kind of like, just get fluid to get everything as much as they can. More than likely, yes, he would have died because he just. But like, if he would have, he still had a chance. But he just also too, he shouldn't have gone on a 2-day eating bender though. Like that was.
No, I don't even think he went on a bender. I think that was his normal. He went on the bender that one time. He did that
one night.
Yeah, he did that for dinner. Yeah, but that pizza routine was his everyday thing. Like he did that no matter what.
I think so as well.
The kitchen being like all thrown all over the place, and the jelly sandwich scene or whatever is like that's too
gross.
much.
Yeah. He started throwing up, and I was like, Bro, I think you're right. I think we should just throw up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he only threw up once.
Bro, I know, because I gagged a little bit and I was like, they better not make me see this man throw up again. We about to have a fucking problem.
So earlier, when you're like the only person disgusted by him, were you talking about the pizza guy?
No. Oh, that's two
Yeah, it was the
then.
pizza guy.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
I think he
missionary
was just shocked.
I think he was shocked too, but the missionary does attack him for being fat.
Yeah.
Like he pushes him
Oh,
because
yeah,
he
you're
breaks down the facade, right? Because the facade is, I love you because you're God's son and I'm gonna love you no matter what.
When FRASER is like literally going towards him, like saying all the things about his boyfriend.
No, but
and then he finally
about
breaks.
him too, though. He's saying things about how fucking disgustingly fat he is. He's like, I'm gross, I'm disgusting, I'm a fat, ugly thing. And then he goes, yeah, you are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it is because he's gay, but I think he always thought he was disgusting because he was fat. I think
it's the thing is, like, he's not visually pleasing to look at because, like, you should, like, it's super unhealthy. Like, it's, and like, there's the whole like fat phobia thing, right? But it's not really being fat phobic as being like, hey, this man needs help, and he's like killing himself. The missionary is just doing things for himself, though. He doesn't care about him really, I feel.
No, I don't think so either. He just wants to have another save under his belt.
Well, he just wants to feel like that Woody. So everyone keeps telling him the whole movie, hey, bro, this stuff don't make no sense. This is a cult. You're wrong. And then he's like, no. This is right. I'm going to find a reason. I'm here for a reason. He's just trying to find his reason so that he can feel good about himself.
Yeah, it's like, it's every fucking religious zealot like that.
Yeah.
Like, they're always just out for themselves because they're always like, well, if I save people, that means God's got to put me in the good place, right? Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those. I don't know if the pizza guy was disgusted by him though. I think he, like James said, he was just shocked. He was like,
that's
fuck.
frightening to see though. Like he probably weighs like 800 pounds.
No, I don't think he's that big. They say he's 300 pounds or something. Don't
no,
they?
he's only 300 pounds. I mean, he's like
he's 600 pounds. 600 pounds.
Okay, 600. But like, he's tall too. Is the thing?
Yeah, he's 6'4". He carries that weight well.
When he first stood up, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Like, it's not only the weight; it's the stature of the man.
Right.
Like, he's a big man in general.
Yeah. I mean, even the gut he was rocking when he was. Oh, okay, I sent it to you guys already. The gut he was rocking when he was dating old boy, he had to have been pushing 350. 6'4", you gotta be fucking massive to have a gut like that.
My thing is, it wasn't hard for him to gain the weight being like naturally like being someone that's heavier set person. But then like he couldn't be under 200 pounds if he tried. Like,
no, he would look sickly.
Yeah, because being over 6 foot alone, you're like you're like lanky. Like,
yeah.
So like he was always gonna be like pushing 300, if not 300 pounds, like his whole life.
Damn, bro, I look up Brendan Fraser, no height. I really gotta put height, huh? Fucking Google's on some bullshit.
Dude, when you look up Anna Kendrick's, it's like Anna Kendrick's height in feet. Like you can't even look Anna Kendrick up first. It's so weird.
I think it's a different kind of feet for her though. His height is 6'3".
Okay, that's not a big man.
He's a big man. He a big dude.
He's a Mexican 6'6", dude.
He's a Mexican 7'5". What are you kidding me?
He's a Mexican Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. I think this is his best role ever, right? I don't think my man's ever acted this hard in his fucking life.
I don't think I've ever seen a serious Brendan movie. I don't think.
Man, his role though in Scrubs though.
I mean, that hit hard. You're not wrong. But he didn't really he wasn't even sad. He was, spoilers for a 20-year-old show. Yeah. He was just dead.
Yeah, it was sad.
Oh my god.
Everybody else was sad. Yeah, he did more serious roles in his early years, and then moved into what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Slapstick comedy in his later years.
I really liked him in he's like in a baseball movie where he's practically Shohei Ohtani.
Oh shit, that's rad! I love that.
Damn, and I don't know if it's supposed to be good, but I love it. I've never looked into it though.
It's called The Scout.
Anything baseball, dude? Come on.
Yeah. 94.
He looks good. It's just when he's like in his heyday. Like.
He's never looked better than.
Bro, look how many movies,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's true though.
I mean, he was stacked in George of the Jungle.
There's like another movie that you always see him in, and I wonder if it's that movie.
Encino Man is the movie you're thinking of.
Yeah, where he's like super cut.
Yeah, because he was a caveman.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
The Scout is a 28% tomato meter, 25 reviews, 22% audience score with 5,000 plus reviews.
But a thumbs up from James.
That's right, baby. It's got Michael.
I'm not saying it's not in my top 5, baseball movies, because I made a list and there's a short and it's not on there. It actually just came out today on TikTok.
And there's some World Baseball Classic games that James has to get to right now before they're over. So any final words before we move into the questions?
No, I just really like the ending.
The ending's fantastic. Oh, dude, and they cut to the beach, and he's dead.
Perfect cut.
But he's living the happiest moment of his life forever. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Hold on. Actually, before we go, the scene that almost got me, because I only cried at the very end. That's when I was like, there's this emotion just welling up in me to the point of it's going to break me. But when his ex-wife and him are sitting on the couch and she's like, I need to hear your heart, but it's just a vehicle for her to like be in his embrace again and feel his warmth and his love, and he's telling the story of the day at the beach. Bro, I was like, oh bro, that shit got me, man. And she's crying. She's like, she's clearly crying. And he's like, I deserve to be sad. I am the one actively fucking dying. And in this moment, in potentially the last moment he's ever going to spend with this woman, the only thing he can think about is telling her a story that's going to make her happy. Yeah. That is fucking beautiful, bro. It's ridiculous.
And I think, which is also interesting, is like would be on a watch back, is to see his relationship with the boyfriend's sister, because it's like you see how loving and caring she is, and then it's like, oh wow, like in a sense, like, hey, this is the last part of my brother. So like, right. So it's like there's some cool like tender moments, and then even after she finds out that, hey, like I walked through the snow for you, and you could have, but like he does offer, but I understand her thing. She's also being like, hey, I'm not gonna take the last $700 in your account,
bro. But she also should have asked. Hold on, let's go. Because that part kind of pissed me off. I'm fucking offering to fix your car for you. I'm not going to fucking offer to fix your car if I ain't got money to buy porn and eat food and help my daughter.
Come on, he wasn't buying porn.
No, it was free for sure.
No, he bought that.
I mean, that movie starts off, I was like, whoa, I didn't know this was this type of movie. Man, they never like go back to it, but it's also just like...
I don't know. How did he reach his peener, though? That's a lie.
He had the little claw.
No, he did not.
No. Dude, he's 6'4". He got a 7-foot wingspan.
Yeah, but he's got a fucking 8-foot fucking tum-tum, bro. What are you talking about?
He tucked underneath, dude.
He act like his dick ain't 10 inches, dude.
Yeah, we don't know.
Not no more. No, it's been categorically proven that when you gain too much weight, it actually does take away from your penis size. So,
oh my God.
Proportionally speaking...
But what if he has an unnatural long wingspan? We don't know.
Oh, his arms are long. He could have that. He could have that fucking Michael Phelps reach.
You seen him with that wheelchair, like another wheelchair, the walker? How long his arms were?
His arms are so fucking long. His shit is down by his fucking knees and shit, dude.
He got like ape arms, dude. Yeah.
He just got gorilla arms. He's dragging his knuckles everywhere. But yeah, dude, when he's talking to his ex-wife, I think that scene right there has made me believe that he loved this woman. And
I can see that.
And other than staying with her because he's gay, he shouldn't have been with her in the first place. Like, other than that, he would have done anything for her. He would have given her fucking organs if she needed it. Like, that right there, him doing that in the night before he's gonna die, like, and of course he doesn't know he's gonna die in 24 hours, but like that's one of the last things he does before he dies is he is doing.
I mean, he does something good for all the people. It's
like all of them.
Yeah. I mean, well, what does he do good for the sister?
I'm sure he threw some a little bit on the side.
Yeah,
but, like,
come on.
My thing though, he allows her but my thing though, he allows her in a sense to be like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, they left on a good note. Like, at least,
right?
Because he could have been standoffish towards her, and then next time she would never seen him again. So even though, like,
but he would have never done that. I think we get enough information
he's too much of a
here
caring, positive man.
Yeah, to know that he would have never left it on a bad note. He would have called her up and been like, "Hey, girl, what the fuck? Come on, you can't leave me out."
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted, because we didn't talk about that scene, and if we didn't talk about that scene with his ex-wife, I would have been so pissed. I would have just had to record that part by myself and pull snippets and stitch you guys reacting to it.
Yeah, you could. That'd be funny, actually.
Just real nasty cuts between a bunch of different videos.
Next time someone's missing, just leave the box open and then just
edit it.
Yeah,
it's just reactions, like head reactions
words.
And shit.
Yeah, and then just get a couple words and we're gonna do some sample words.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I totally agree with you. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah,
just like Joey said, I can't say it better myself.
You know, James, that's a great point. Okay, we're going to the questions then. All right, James, what was your favorite part of The Whale?
So I think I really did like, which is so strange, like out of all the other good acting though, I really did like the interactions where Sadie Sink breaks down like the missionary, because like I know there's something off about him, but I don't know what. So I think they was so clever the way they do it, and they have him break character, and then it's just like, and then the fact that she knows all along like he's lying is like, it's like, but it's so well done where I don't feel in that moment that she like knows he's out of like he's lying, but it just seems like she's just messing with him. And then when you find out like, oh no, she knows he's lying. Like, I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Eric?
I really like the Liz and Charlie's relationship. I thought that was great.
That's it? You don't want to expand?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my favorite part's either the end, last 15 minutes, his last day, Friday, right? He dies on a Friday?
I think so.
Friday, all of Friday, or that scene with his ex-wife. Those two scenes are just two of the most powerful scenes I've ever seen in movies, I think. Especially for dramas, I guess I should say. Yeah. It's up there, man. James, what was your least favorite part?
I guess I feel like there's some stuff that we're supposed to almost just kind of like put together ourselves. Like, I don't know if it's like a specific part, but like there's like a major character, like I know he's dead or whatever, but he's still very vital to the story. And I feel like there's so much more, like they could have like thrown a few words here and there to get more of a picture of the situation.
Eric?
I don't think I really had a least favorite part. Maybe Thomas's characters, like him being a kind of a piece of shit, because ultimately he did say, hey, I didn't like that you were gay. I think that's why you're dying.
I haven't liked it the whole time, you have slur. I'm surprised he didn't throw that at him, to be honest with you. He looked like he was really cooking one up for a minute there. I don't know if I have a least favorite part either. I think this movie is great, and the critics are dead fucking wrong about it.
It's crazy, man, that they just such a low score.
I think they could have filmed it in 8mm instead of 16mm, and it really would have brought something to it.
You know, it's those liberals always being offended by something.
I don't think it was libtards here. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I gotta see the publications of these people.
There were people though who were mad that they didn't cast an actually morbidly obese actor.
I believe it.
I think it was a super, super vocal minority, tiny little group of people. But the fact
1%'s the loudest.
But even the fact that there's the 1% is troubling, bro. It's not like they fucking painted him in blackface or something, you know? Like, anybody can be fucking fat, dog. Yeah. Get over it. That's such a stupid argument to make.
For sure.
So dumb. Yeah, fuck the critics, though. They wild.
And it's acting for a reason, you know? It's like, sure, you need a Boston guy? Oh, let's go to Boston and just pick one guy from the streets.
We can only hire Boston guys.
So, like, real quick, there was, like, a TV show that was, like, a remake or whatever, and they casted someone that was not crippled, but the player is, like, the actor is crippled, and, like, so what happened is they were upset that they didn't have someone that was already actually, you know, couldn't use his legs, but the reason they said they did it is because the show, a lot of it was scenes prior to where he could walk. So like it's like all the flashback scenes are like for all the flashback scenes like
Body
so the
double.
show he's a detective that like is in a wheelchair, sure, but the thing is like they have scenes that they need the person to walk. Like it's not like the whole show was like him just a wheelchair detective.
Well, they needed to cast twins where one could walk and one was crippled.
Yeah, I mean that would have been the solution. It would have been,
bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. The whole time you're telling me this story, I'm like, it is kind of fucked up that if the character is crippled, why wouldn't they just cast the? Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Like up until you told me, up until you fucking hit the peak, I was like. No, I can understand why they're mad. And then you said, but then he walks. And I'm like, oh, we don't have Jesus on the cast list. How the fuck are we going to make him walk?
So, like, anytime they did a flashback scene, it's like they can't, it's like prior to his injury.
What are they going to do? Like, they're going to fucking have a guy in a green screen outfit and walk with them behind him?
I get Glee where they had the wheelchair character. Like, they could have had someone actually in a wheelchair for Glee.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
We didn't see Ari doing too much stuff standing in Glee.
He walks at one point in season 4, but that was when they jumped the shark already, so it didn't.
It was the finale, and in the next season they're like, "Oh yeah, the apparatus broke."
Yeah. All right. CineScore questions. Would we rent it?
No.
Nah.
Would we buy this?
We did, but
look, but we had to. Well, I would guarantee one of us rented it.
I had a good copy.
Would you buy this movie physically? Yes.
No. I might fuck around and find out.
Yeah. I looked it up on Best Buy while we were talking earlier, actually. There's no Steelbook though, which kind of sucks. I might have to make my own.
Yeah.
Would we buy it digitally?
No.
Nah.
My shit's come with a digital copy for $17.99. So what the fuck do I look like?
Yeah.
Would you buy it in the $5 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
Oh, for sure.
It'd be a sad ass bin, dude.
Yeah, what a depressing ass $5.
Yeah, it's only tearjerkers in the bin.
Yeah, I mean,
tearjerker combo is gonna be crazy.
Oh my god. Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
No,
bro. That is Sadie Sink levels of sick fuck to put this on in the background.
Like,
people are over. Oh, James Rubber Banded. He's back, I think.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. In certain scenarios, but not a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean,
when it's us three, sure.
Yeah, that's it. And even then, we're doing other stuff, and it's just on in the background. Yeah.
Like if someone's like, "Hey, I want to watch like a good drama," like sure. But you gotta be willing to like. This is on in
the background. Remember, this is on in the background.
Oh, you're right.
This is
like more what I recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
never mind. No.
No. We're talking. We're doing another fucking Buchanan's taste test, and the whale's on in the background.
Yeah. No, never mind.
That fucking delay really got you, huh?
Yeah, it did.
And the final question, would we watch this again? Yes.
I gotta take a break, but yeah.
I mean,
I like to watch it one more time. Now we know some of like the dynamics of the characters, and we know like the other parties that are going to come in throughout the story.
Or even just the twist. That twist that the essay is hers. Oh, no, it the
really
whole
good.
time. Oh man.
I thought it was a twist when they found out that was the sister. I was like, dang.
That too.
I can't wait to show this to other people, or to suggest it to other people and then see what they say. Because I suggested Blue Bayou to Vinny, and then a month and a half later he's like, "Damn, bro, you really fucked my shit up with that one." I was like, "Yeah, that's right, baby."
That's the point.
Yeah, so I can't wait to recommend this to him or somebody else, and then be like,
until you recommend it, and they're like, "What the fuck, Joey?
What is wrong with you?"
I'll be like, "What's wrong with me? Shut up, you fucking critic on Rotten Tomatoes, you bitch."
Yeah.
All right, ratings. What do we got, fellas?
I give it 9 inches is enough, even when you got 600 pounds.
You're not wrong. He's out of line, but
I'm gonna give this 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Oh, wait, I gotta fix my webcam.
Oh man, the webcam scene, we didn't talk about it. Oh, everybody laughed and they took out phones on my boy.
Yeah, that was terrible.
There was different interactions though of people, not everybody. Some people were like honestly shocked and stuff. It'd be cool to like look at that scene and like break it down.
Bro, I was breaking it down actively. I looked at everybody who I could see. Yeah,
there's too much going on.
But to frame by frame it would be, I would just cry actually because what the
we
fuck?
need to do like John Boy does.
Yeah, and read everybody's lips and shit. So Eric gave it a 10. James gave it a 9. Oh man, I'm looking at this. This movie is great, but is it a 10?
But is it perfect?
Scream 6 was a 10. You know.
Oh wow.
Scream 6 was fire, bro.
That was a banger,
review
man.
out yet?
No, it's not out yet. We did it before the Oscars, so I gotta edit it.
Spoiler though.
No spoilers. It's what we talk about that matters most. You have access to the doc. Don't fucking give me spoilers like you couldn't just look at it, all right, buddy? I don't want to hear it.
I look at the doc all the time.
I'm one of those people that don't get that far into it either.
Yeah, your click-through rate is real low. I'm going to give The Whale 9 dudes kissing the necks of other dudes out of 10. With the understanding that in 58 episodes, I'm probably going to give it a 10.
Give it a 10.
I'm probably going to rewatch it and give it a 10.
I've already been thinking about my 9s and 10s knowing there's going to be some shuffling.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch it again before we get there.
Just the fact that this should have been nominated, like after watching it, I was like, okay, Brendan Fraser, he deserved it. 100%. But this also should have been a Best Picture nomination.
Bro,
like what the fuck?
Get fucking women talking the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Get All Quiet on the Western Front.
Even Triangle of Sadness.
Get this shit out of here. Put The Whale in it. Our bottom 3 movies, get them bitches out of here. Put The Whale in it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
All right. Everybody, thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerOrLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerOrLaterTV for our review of The Whale. Continue listening and watching and showing all support on all social medias. Just look us up @SoonerOrLaterTV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can listen to us the following Wednesday in the afternoon sometime. I always get it in the afternoon. I've been nailing it at fucking 3 p.m. at the latest. Been doing it at noon so people can listen to it on their lunch breaks. So tune in next week for our review of a movie we haven't decided on yet.
John Wick.
Oh wait, John Wick does come out. Oh my god, on John Wick 4.
I already accidentally seen the ratings.
So have I. And I'm so excited for it.
I had Rotten Tomatoes open for The Whale and it's over on the left.
And it's just there, yeah.
Oh.
All right, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you.